the times in your life, the turning points in your life, you remember almost like a flash bulb. They go off and you can recall them again exactly as they happened. Nothing that replaces the laws of probability, which means the more people you call on, the more likely it is you'll make a sale, and the more likely it is you'll learn how to be effective in the sale. And 85% of self-made millionaires, when they were asked, how did you become a millionaire with all the competition? They said, 85% said, hard work. He said, it's not a miracle. I wasn't smarter. I didn't get good grades. I didn't come from a wealthy family, but I was willing to work harder than anyone else. Successful people work harder than the average person, and very hard. The average successful person works 6 days a week, 59 hours. In the beginning of their career, sometimes it's 7 days a week and 80 hours. But the average is 59 hours, 6 days a week. So many people, unfortunately, never were told that. That if you want to be successful, because everybody wants to be successful, so the competition is fierce. Everybody wants to be successful, and nobody's better than you, and nobody's smarter than you. You have exactly the same abilities. Just like you can drive a car, you can be successful. You can drive a car, you can become wealthy. These people who are wealthy are people who just worked harder than the average person and worked harder for a long time. One of the most important factors is that if you are successful, you perceive yourself as a helper. So you focus on how you can help, and then explain how your product or service is designed for that, or not. And all good human relations is based on questions. You ask really good questions of yourself and of other people. And you teach people to ask good questions. So therefore, you can double your sales if you're in sales, or if you're in business of any kind. You can double them almost overnight, which I've proven over and over again, by asking questions and listening. If you want to form a relationship with another person, ask questions and listen, and really listen and pay attention. You know, talk about success. Networking is one of the most important things in success. Fully 85%, the statistics comes out over and over again, of your success will come from somebody who helped you, who opened a door or made a call for you. My whole life has been changed by meeting people. And I wrote a book after doing years of research on the law of probabilities. What is luck? Well, luck is not something that comes out of the sky. It's a matter of probabilities. If you do certain things in a certain way over and over again, you're more likely to be lucky, to have a happy coincidence, than if you don't. So therefore, if you want to be successful at sales, as I wanted to be, I read everything I could find on selling. I listened to every audio program. I practiced and practiced and practiced, and no coincidence, I started to make more and more sales. Success, it comes not by luck, but it comes by hard work and by trying certain things over and over again until you actually do the right thing in the right way at the right time. And the more, if you're really successful, work harder. You've heard the old saying, the harder I work, the luckier I get. And the great problem today is that 80% of people try to do the very least amount of work for the amount that they are paid. The most successful people try to do the very most and more besides. People who are successful look at the clock and they believe that every day is a race against that clock. How much can they get done before they can't work anymore, before they have to go home, before the day is over? They start turning off the lights. Well, 80% of people have a different attitude toward the clock. The clock is the enemy as well, but the clock tells you when you have to start, when you have to stop goofing around, when you have to finally get to work, and then when you can stop for coffee, and then when you have to start up again, and when you stop for lunch, and when you can start up again. And so you're always looking upon the clock as your enemy that makes you work. And so you find successful people see the clock differently. They see time as an opportunity to contribute more value. Those are the greatest words, contribute value.